Taking a look at today's interest rate markets, let's look at the 10-year note futures as they're realizing some further upside today. We're seeing them up now for a second consecutive session. And with today's price action, we are seeing that December future pushing into the middle of the 133 handle, 133.16 currently in the futures market. And we look at some of the reasons, I think, why we're seeing this continuation in upward momentum. A couple things. Number one, the ECB meeting. We did have the decision today and the press conference, and I think the market had anticipated a little bit more of a hawkish tone there, so I think that's helping to support the Treasury markets, creating a bid here, not only in the European markets but also the U.S. markets. Couple that with the beige book that came out in the middle of the session today, and even though there are indications in the beige book that supply chain bottlenecks continue to push prices higher, they also indicated that they did see a moderation, the beige book indicated a moderation in economic activity. So I think that was another factor contributing to why we're seeing this buying pressure in the Treasury markets. Now, when you look at the 10-year note today, we're seeing the yields dropping about 4 basis points on the session, 129 basis points currently in the 10-year yield, and so that's down from 133 yesterday. And the entire curve is shifting lower as we're seeing the back end of the curve being bid up more so and pushing those yields lower on the session more so than the front end of the curve. Also want to point out that when you look at the micro 10-year yield futures, we're seeing them very active today as we're seeing, again, some downward price action as they do monitor the yield of the 10-year note. And we're also seeing that drop today in price. And we're also seeing a big pickup in volume as we're seeing over 17,000 contracts traded in the micro 10-year yield futures today.